is Craft Room Crash, and I am in Mesa, Arizona, outside DIYer Melanie Bosley's house. Now, she says Halloween is her favorite time of year because it's the one time of year you can be someone or something else. So let's go crash her craft room and find out what Halloween costume Melanie is making today.
Hi, Jane.
Hey, Melanie.
Come in.
All right. So this is your craft room.
Well, this is my craft corner. My craft room is in my family room. It's pretty much the same thing.
This is where you're creating all of those Halloween costumes.
Yes.
So tell me about that. Why do you love Halloween so much?
I love supernatural things, you know, like vampires and werewolves. So it's fun just to be that for a day. It's an opportunity to be unique and just to make something that's just you. Definitely gives me a sense of satisfaction when I'm finished with something and I can look at the remaining fabric and see what it was to what it is. With a sewing machine, hot glue gun, you just can create anything.
I love that.
Everyone has their own personalities and their own tastes.
I've got to put the Jedi cloak on. This is great!
And the hood. I like to see the individual in everybody.
What do they do with their hands? Anything? Do they just hide them?
Yes. You're almost like a monk. But I come here, I come home, I see everything right there, and to kind of calm me down for the day, I want to create something.
All right, Melanie, costume queen. I love this, and I love Halloween costumes too. So you're inspired by the Game of Thrones.
The Game of Thrones.
And we're gonna make a crown.
Yes, for Cersei. We're going to be inspired by her, but we're going to change it a little bit so that it is us. This is the crown we're going to make.
Oh.
Now you'll notice we've added a flare of boho, since boho is a very popular style right now. We're gonna measure it out.
So your head measurement plus 15?
So we're actually gonna do 30 inches.
Okay.
So we need 4 of these. So we need 2 for this side and 2 for this side.
Okay. So this again is what kind of wire?
It is floral wire. So we want to cut this to a little more than half of your head. 11 inches right there. So we're gonna cut 1 for each there. And we're gonna keep our little scraps here because they're always useful later.
Yeah, you're using scissors.
I'm using a special pair of scissors that I only use for cutting thin wire.
Okay.
These are my fabric scissors. Don't confuse the two.
Right, and I almost grabbed those to cut the wire.
Don't do that.
My
I'll get
hand
mad
was going to
at
get
you.
slapped. Are we saving those?
Yes, we're saving those. Now, to measure out how much hot glue we need, we just use this.
Precise measurements are so
That's no
last
fun.
year. Like, why would we
don't need
exactly measure?
Let's
Just
just
eyeball. Yeah, how many times have you burnt your fingers?
So much that I no longer have fingertips. So if I get arrested, they can't print me. So now we're just going to take one and we're going to start manipulating it into kind of a shape that we want. And we're just going to glue the ends together to start with. Then we're just going to go wherever they connect.
Do you want them all to be even, or is it just sort of where they end up being the curves?
You can manipulate it after you glue them. You do want a decent amount of space in. You don't want this to be too narrow, but you can make it narrow. So after it's glued, you can close it up. You can make it bigger, you can do whatever you want.
Now I think I want to be Cersei.
She's a fun character.
I mean, she's the queen. So we've got both sides.
We've got both sides. Now we need the centerpiece.
Okay. I love this material.
It is fun.
It's just the texture. I mean, it looks like metal.
We just need a circle, so we're just going to take our trusty little guy here and make our little circle. So then I put my glasses on and I retrace it. I still can't see it, but that's okay. We'll just use this. See? You don't need it.
Ingenuity, right?
Just improvise. Then we're just going to cut it out.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Yep.
So we're going to take our ribbon here.
Oh.
And we're going to measure about 8 inches. And we're going to cut it. So we're just going to manipulate it into a circle.
Is this where I could put some of the, like these types of embellishments if I wanted to?
You can put them around there instead of this. So now we have these 2 separate pieces.
Yeah.
And we're just going to glue them together. Okay.
It's important to be very careful during the hot glue portions. And then you kind of manipulate that around the circle.
Yeah, because my circle is a little bit longer. So that's our centerpiece, part of it. It's not quite finished yet.
I'm focusing on what you're doing.
We need something to make it even more fun. So we're going to use this right in the center, right here. So we've got to put a little bit on each.
Right. So you don't want to be out trick-or-treating and your spider falls off.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so awesome.
And then we just want to put that one there, and now we're just going to glue them together. So that is our piece.
That's it?
That's it, we're done.
How does it look? Pretty good. Melanie, thank you so much for showing us how to make these amazing crowns.
Thank you for joining me in my craft room.
I'll come to your craft room anytime. Thanks so much to Melanie. Now we all know how to make a crown fit for the costume queen in your life. So that's what Melanie is doing in her craft room. What are you doing in your craft room? I'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget, happiness is handmade because clowns aren't really that scary. It's more the ghosts and goblins that are scary. Don't you think goblins are scary?
Goblins are really scary.
Really scary, I know.